Hello, it's Monica from Crafting with Quilling Lady, and I hope you have absolutely wonderful day. In today's video, I'm going to show you what I think is the perfect gift for teachers. I'm going to create some gnomes and I'm going to show you step by step how to make them. However, spoiler alert, today when I was recording the video, it was very bright. So at some point of this video, it's going to be very dark. So apologies for that. Here I've got beautiful gnome base and I used SVG file from Craft with Sarah, and I will leave the link to those SVG files in the description down below. To apply those Distress Oxide inks, I'm going to use my blending brushes from Creative Craft Products. I thought that would be the way to go, because I want to create that ombre effect. So here I've got Distress Oxide inks in Broken China, Stormy Sky and Price Ribbon. As you can see, I'm using those brushes, but later on I'm also going to use the sponges from Creative Craft Products, which you can find on CraftStash website. I really wanted to have that gradient effect, so whenever you create SVG files, you've got two options. You either cut your elements using white card, like I do here, and apply the color later with whatever medium you want, or you can use colored card to save you some time. But to be honest, I didn't want to use card because at this point you will only have just one color, and I really like gradients. That's why I decided to do some ink blending for this project. So here I'm going to create two gnomes and I'm going to show you step by step how to assemble them. However, off camera I also created 4 other gnomes and I will show you them at the very end of this video, so stay tuned for that. So actually, creating those gnomes was super quick. All you have to do is to put your SVG file in your software and then resize them to the size you want. I decided for all my gnomes to be 6 by 6 inches, and whenever you use any SVG files you can make them as small or as big as you want. So with any layered design, like in this case, you can create a card, shadow box or even home decor project. So if you've never ever created layered designs, I do encourage you to do so. It is so much fun. But you have to be very patient when you cut them using your scan and cut or Cricut machine. I use my scan and cut machine, I absolutely love it, and if you're interested in the one I'm using, I left the link in the description down below as well. It is my go-to, especially for personalized projects and whenever I need to create something dimensional. It is the way to go for me. Now it is time to decorate the hair, and I'm going to use Distress ink in Vintage Photo color. And here you can see the sponges from CraftStash website. I really like them, so I thought that would be the easiest way to apply the color on smaller elements. Have you ever used blending brushes or sponges? And if you do, please let me know what's your preference. And what is the brand you're using? Maybe you've got a different one and I can try it as well. So please let me know in the comments down below. Also, have you ever created a project with gnomes? If you haven't, it is so much fun to do. Now I'm going to use some alcohol markers from my stash just to have some variation in brown color. So I'm going to have some lighter and darker tones, and that's exactly what I wanted to achieve here. So if you've ever created a project with gnomes, please let me know what was the occasion for. A couple of months ago I created a Christmas project with a gnome on a Christmas ball, and it was a kinetic card, and I'll leave the link here in the top right corner so you can check that step-by-step tutorial. So coming here, as you can see, for all those elements I'm using my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, because whenever you use any liquid glue you do have time to maneuver those elements, and this is very crucial, especially with those layered designs, but they come together very quickly. But if you want to create multiple, like I'm doing here, because I'm going to create 6 altogether, it took me about 2 hours to cut them with my scan and cut machine, but I think it was worth in the end. It was so much fun to actually apply the color, and you'll see the color variations I chose. If you want to guess, please let me know in the comments what color combos did I go to, and I'll show you the gnomes at the very end of this video. So this video, as you can see, it is a little bit long, But to be honest, it took me about an hour to create 2 gnomes on camera. So to be honest, it's not that very long. And to be honest, I recorded this video today. I know I'm a little bit late because usually I post my video at 5:45 British time, but today I thought, I'm going to cut 6 first and then I'm going to create a video. If I only cut 2 of them, I would finish in time, but I really wanted to have some more. So if you want to check all the photos of my gnomes, you can go to my Instagram or also blog, and all the information is in the description down below. So yes, you can check them out, you just have to scroll down. Now I'm using my Distress Oxide ink in Candied Apple color, and I think this is the best red ink pad I've got. I absolutely love it. It is so bright. Now it is time to add some embellishments on the hair, and again I'm going to use my blue alcohol marker because I want all the elements to match. So as you can see, my very first gnome is going to be with blue colors, and it's going to be a female. And in the description down below I left the links to Craft with Sarah website, where you can find the female version but also male teacher version, so you can check those out. Now it is time to add the color on the glasses, and I thought let's use yellow for a little bit of contrast. So when this is ready, I'm going to attach it with my one and only liquid glue, magic glue, and then I can move on to create all other elements. And whenever you create layered designs, like in this case, I do encourage you to put them on a pile on your desk, so then you can take one at a time, and it is so much easier to assemble. Now as you can see, the sun was shining and literally there was nothing I could do. I do prefer to record during nighttime because the light is steady and I will never ever have anything like this in the video. So now summer is coming, so I do struggle to record videos during the daytime. Now it is time to add some other distress inks on smaller elements, especially the book here. I really wanted to have some dimension and interest on that card. And as I told you, all those gnomes will be 6 by 6 inches, and you can personalize them. That's why I decided to post this video on a Monday, because you can actually write the name of the teacher. At the very end of this one, I'm going to add thank you stamp because it is for a teacher gift. And I do wonder, have you ever created any gift for a teacher? To be honest, they do an amazing job. Every single day is different at school. And guess how I know? Yes, I am a teacher, but I think they should be more appreciated. So if you know any of the teachers, I do encourage you to give them a card at the very end of the school year. Trust me, it is worth the effort because they love it. I do love it. I do love handmade cards, and whenever my students give me handmade cards at the very end of the school year, I'm literally delighted. I'm the happiest person in the world. So now this is ready, but I still have to add a few other elements, which is literally the skin color. And to do it, I'm going to use antique linen distress ink, and as I told you, all the names of the products I use in today's video you can check in the description down below. And also, if you haven't seen my 500 subscribers giveaway video, you can check it on my YouTube channel. But if you click on the link for Buy Me a Coffee website, I still have my free mandala designs you can use for any project you want. The giveaway has finished, and I'm going to post the results on a Wednesday, so stay tuned for that. Now my card is nearly completed, but I'm going to use the back panel, and using my scoring board I'm going to create a top flap. With that hat I need to cut the excess off using my scissors, and now it is time to fold and burnish the top flap and attach it with a little bit of liquid glue. And when this is ready, the card stands proudly on a flat surface, and you can decorate it or you can write the name of the teacher, and that will be perfectly fine. Have you ever used SVG files to create personalized projects? Please let me know in the comments down below. I have this stamp set collection from a magazine and I love it. It has so many beautiful stamp sets with sentiment, so I thought, why not? Let's give it a go, right? I'm going to use my scrap piece of card and I'm going to use my black waterproof ink from Spectrum Noir. It is my go-to whenever it comes to sentiments. If you do have your favorite ink for sentiments, please let me know in the comments down below. Now it is time to fussy cut the sentiment, and at this point I decided let's match all the elements together. So I'm going to use the same blue alcohol marker to create a small border around the sentiment, and then I'm going to attach it on my card and it's going to be finished. And whenever you create any character or person on your projects, like in this case with glasses, I do encourage you to add a little bit of color. So I added a hint of blue. Now it is time for my second gnome, and it's going to be male. And I'm going to use one of my favorite Distress Oxide inks in Wilted Violet and Villainous Potion. I really like those colors and how they go together. It is one of my favorite color combos. If you do have your favorite color combo when it comes to inks, please let me know what they are. It's always a good idea to check all the layers before you attach them. And now I'm going to use that Vintage Photo Distress ink to add that brown at the very bottom. For shoes, right? And a little bit of apple at the top. Now it is time for the next layer, which is going to be white, because here we need a beard and mustache, so we need to see it through for a little bit of dimension, which is super cool. I really like those elements here because when you put them together they really look amazing in real life. I really love it. Now as you can see, I've got another layer, and this time I'm going to add pumice stone distress ink and I'm going to apply it on all the beard, and this way I'm going to have that darker and lighter shades, which is super cool. That's why I decided to go with inks to create that project. Please let me know if that was a good choice. And how often do you use Distress Oxide inks or any inks to embellish your projects? Please let me know in the comments down below. And if you do have your favorite brand, I would like to know that as well. So again, I'm going to put that on my gnome. And apologies, the sun was shining and there was nothing I could do here. So this is my next layer, and this one is going to stay white again because the next layer will be with mustache. So I'm going to add that pumice stone again for extra dimension. And as you can see, these projects come together very quickly, but you have to bear in mind whenever you create multiples, it really takes time with cutting with your scan and cut or Cricut machine, but it is worth it. It is totally worth the effort. And if you do have your scan and cut machine or Cricut, how often do you use those? Please let me know, because mine works nearly every single day for me. And yes, I really love it. It was one of the best choices in my life. Now it is time to decorate the hat, and again I'm going to use that beautiful Wilted Violet and Villainous Potion, and I think these two together give so much dimension and interest, and you can actually see with that ink blending some lighter and darker tones. Super cool, right? It is time to add that hat on our gnome and add even more layers just for extra interest. It is time to add some green for the glasses. I couldn't resist. You know how much I love purple and green. So at this point I thought I really have to do it. Now it is time to create that blackboard, and I'm going to use black Soot distress ink. And all the names of those products will be in the description down below. Also wonder, have you tried CraftStash VIP? If you haven't, I also left the link there. It is absolutely worth it because sometimes the deals are absolutely amazing. So if you're part of CraftStash VIP, please let me know. And what deals did you choose. Now it is time to add that ABC on the blackboard, and it will be time to add some more layers because we need those hands, right? So here we've got a chalk, and now it is time to add those hands. And again, I'm going to use that antique linen distress ink to add that color. I also wonder, what is your favorite ink for applying the color for skin? Please let me know. I think that antique linen is perfect, but if you do have your favorite, I would really like to know. So when these elements are ready, then all I have to do is to add the apple. And again, I'm going to use that Distress Oxide ink, and as you can see, I do have leftover of that ink on my sponge, so it was so easy to apply the color. Now it is time for the leaf, and actually the sun stopped shining. So yes, here you can see my finish, male teacher gnome. What do you think about this? And the girl. And now you can see all other gnomes I created. One with blue and the other one with green. Now it is time for the females or ladies. So again, I've got that purple with a little bit of pink and green. I seriously couldn't resist. So what do you think about the project for today? Please let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching and spending that time with me. Don't forget to like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And see you in my next video. Happy crafting! Bye!